All right, to get started, I am using a tag cake that I split into. I have tag purple and tag light blue. I think these two colors are really good together. They're some of my favorite colors to use. So I'm just going to use this one side of the cake, and I have a 1-inch flat brush. I think it's a Master's Touch. Just got it from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to load it like this. I always like to load it as well as possible, not too wet. And my little ham is hamming it up. Okay, I'm going to have you close your eyes, darling. And we're going to put it at an angle right here on her eye, kind of doing eye makeup. So, and you can always fix that later, that sharp line. I don't like those sharp lines to stay there. Okay, Leah, I'm going to have you turn your face this way. And I'm going to do the other eye, same with the blue on the bottom. You can mix that up either way you like it. Sometimes I like the blue on the bottom because it feels like it highlights the bottom of the eye and it brings it all out. That was again harder to do on that angle. Alright, I'm always make sure I'm loaded up well again. Going to add this, and now I'm going to add the feathers. So feather, how I do that, kind of lay it down and pull out. Lay it down and pull out. Face this way. I'm going to put a little more water. Tell my brush is starting to split, so that is usually not, sorry baby, not signs of a good stroke about to come. Put that one there. And then I'll lay another one down underneath her eye. And then you could also, I'm just going to like that one there. I'm going to try to put another one, a smaller one there. Okay, and sometimes while that is still wet, I take my Mama Clown. This is my favorite, Mama Clown large silver foil. Silly Farm, thank you very much. Got it from them. Love it. Close your eyes, darling. And sometimes with this, sometimes I just like to lay the glitter down. See, with my finger or a brush, the back of a brush, but sometimes I like to lay it just on the feathers, not so much on the eye, so you kind of need to use your fingers or the back of a brush to put it on that part right there. And it looks really pretty. Silver holographic large foil glitter is what this one is. Absolutely beautiful, I think. And then, what I like to do is on the other side, I don't like to do the same amount. I like to do small amounts. It's alright. Sparkles and it won't hurt it. So, I like her to turn her face here. And then I'm just going to do, and I try to lay the feathers the same way, so I'm just going to do a couple on this side. And by couple, I should say 3. That's not quite a couple. Okay, Leah? I'm doing them in a little different shape. Bring that one out. Okay, Leah, let me see ya. And if they're still wet, you can try to, because the eye's dry. Oh, don't move, child. Since this part's dry, I could puff it on. So, I mean, it's really fast. I think it's pretty simple. Then you just want to get, I would say like a number 1 or 2 brush. It's my little round brush. And load it up. I use with black. So, I'm going to load that up really quick. Get it nice and thick on there. And then the first thing is I'm going to have her close her eyes and keep them closed. And then what I'll do here, I will, oh, don't think. Right, I have them stupid. I will just flare their eyeliner out there. And then here at the ends, I just flick it to like make them look like they have really long eyelashes, plus it kind of gives that feathering look that we're going for. Oops, I also forgot to tell you, once your feathers are dry, take this again, load it up, and then with the purple end, kind of flick it to make that vein of in the feather. Sometimes depending on what, you might have to go with a lighter color, just depending on, just to make sure it shows up Just flick it, flick it, flick it. I'm doing the blue. Flick, flick, oops, sorry. And flick it again. So then it kind of gives a vein of the feather. It gets a vein of the feather in there. All right, so I'm gonna come back over here and I'm just gonna lightly flick up. Dry it a little bit. You just gotta watch that, your paint drying on you. Get a little bit more water and paint back on the brush. And just kind of flick at the edges of the feather. Wait, wait, wait. And you just flick, flick, flick. It's probably the most time-consuming part right here. It's all the flicking with these little tiny black lines. And I just kind of follow around. I kind of, you know, like feathers aren't perfect. They just kind of flick out here and there. Now you could use, you know, the purple to do the flicks, but I think the black just makes it stand out a little bit more. Keep your eyes open them actually and look up for a second. Not very far up. There, you're done. Just how to get under that eyelash. Sometimes having the person, if they can handle it, look up for just a few minutes or a few seconds so their eyelashes aren't in the way. Helps a lot. Just flicking. And that's the way. So we got one side done here. I'm not quite done yet. You guys for a minute, honey. Tears. They're fine. All right, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Keep them closed. I'm going to line your eye. I don't want to poke your eyes. Keep it closed. Trying not to cover up. Close your eyes totally or you're going to get poked. Okay, so I line the eye a little sloppily. Should be blinking. Again, with the flicks, it kind of gives it that. No, keep it closed. And it's when you're doing black on the eyelids, you do really want to try to keep the remind them to keep their eyes closed because it will smudge all over their design black where you don't want it to. So just flick, 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 flick. And don't try to be perfect. Don't try to make them, you know, an even amount apart. I mean, you want some conformity to it, but you know, the stuff like that isn't ever, in nature isn't always perfectly conformed in a straight line or something. So, please put your head up. Put that down, please. And so, what we need to do here is, you see, yeah, that's kind of finished. But I like to do a few final touches, which is right here in this part. I like to kind of flick out and make it kind of look like it's feathery. Flick, 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 flick. Just kind of give it that. And then this side, same thing here. Flick, flick, flick. Trying not to cover up the design as I do it. And it kind of gives it that more realistic look. And then one more thing that I like to do is sometimes I like to add some swirls to it. I mean, you can leave it just like this, and I think, oh, don't move, doodles. And then I like to take flicks off the swirl to make the swirls kind of with the feather effect also, so they don't look too perfect either. I just love swirls. If you see my work, I always do tons of swirls in it. I just wish I could get away from it, but doesn't seem like I can. And sometimes I like to put a swirl over here. Just flick. Kind of following the curve of the swirl. Kalia, turn your face this way. Click. Maybe another one here. Yes, I get too swirl happy sometimes. That's a problem. But in my world, there can never be enough swirls. So I think she looks really pretty, and it's really, it's pretty much done. It's a really, really fast design. And when you're not teaching people how to do it, you can be done with that in, you know, less than 5 minutes. Slowly open your mouth and then open it. And of course, I don't usually ever use, actually I'm not going to do that, because I don't use my paintbrushes on people's lips. But I do carry a bunch of Q-tips in my pack when I go do a show, which I did yesterday and I'm totally out. So just imagine her with pretty lips. And I'll take some pictures and get them posted. So thank you, Leah, for being my model.
Bye.
Kind of show off your face. I'm going to turn your face over in the light. See how it glistens? It's really pretty. The other side, Doodles. There she goes. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.